Is this the cleaner who works at my husband's company? Gabriella Reese, the person sent by the cleaning company to work at our office?
Yes, this is Gabriella Reese. Is this someone from one of the companies our cleaning services partner with?
Oh, you don't know me?
I'm sorry, but our company is partnered with quite a large amount of companies. Would you please tell me the name of the place you work for?
Fine. It's A Corporations. I'm the wife of the CEO of A Corporations, Remy Morrison. I found your ID from the account my husband uses for work.
I see. So you are the CEO's wife. Thank you for hiring our services.
You see, my husband has been in the hospital since the past week.
Yes, I've heard. The secretary told me when I went to your office to clean.
Oh, really?
I heard that he's going to be staying for an extended period. I wish him good health.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm running the company for him while he's in the hospital. I took a look at the account book and I realized that hiring people to clean the office cost quite a bit of money.
The prices for our cleaning services are quite standard, but I believe that the work we do is well worth the money.
Well, I don't care about that. The reason I took a look at the account book was to check if my husband wasn't spending any unnecessary money. I heard from one of our older employees, but it seems like you've been working there for the past 15 years.
Yes, that's true. Is there a problem?
We'll no longer be needing your services.
I see. Does this mean that you're going to be hiring someplace cheaper? If you want to negotiate the prices, we can.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that spending money just to have someone clean the office is a waste of money.
If you don't mind, may I ask what you plan on doing instead?
I'm going to make a housewife do all the work for free, so our contract ends this month. Thanks for the 15 years.
What? A housewife?
Well, you see, my son's getting married soon.
I see. Congratulations. Is his wife a cleaner?
No, she's an employee at A Corporations.
An employee?
Yes, she works at the sales department. Oh, but there's no way a woman can actually work at a place like that. She probably just serves tea or something. It'll be much more efficient if I make her clean the office instead. Obviously, I'd choose someone who will work for free to do the work.
What do you mean free?
She's going to be my son's wife, so there's no need to give her a salary.
What? Is that okay?
Of course it is. An employee that's also going to become my son's wife? Someone like that should definitely be made to work for free.
I'm in no position to argue with you on how to run your company, but in my opinion, something like that is going to be looked down on by the other employees.
It's fine, I'll just fire anyone who disagrees. Anyways, we'll no longer be needing your company's services anymore. I'll say it again, but thanks for the 15 years of work.
Good evening, Miss Lester. This is Gabriella, Pamela's sister.
Good evening, Miss Elise. Thank you for cleaning the office always.
No problem, it's my job.
Still, to think that you were Pamela's sister.
You were surprised to find out that the person who always cleaned the office was your friend's sister, right?
Yes.
I knew that you were a friend of my sister's, but I couldn't really have a conversation with you while I was working. Sorry I didn't tell you.
It's nothing.
There's something I need to tell you about. I needed to tell you something while outside of the office, so I asked my sister to give me your phone number.
Yep, Pamela told me. What is it that you need to tell me?
I'll ask you this directly. Are you engaged to the CEO's son?
What?
I heard that the fiancé was an employee at the sales department, and the only woman I could think of around the CEO's son's age was you.
Well, yes. We plan to get married next month.
I see. It's a bit early, but congratulations.
Thank you.
There's one more thing. Did the CEO's wife become an executive at the company or something?
What? No, I heard that she was a housewife. But she does visit the office a lot recently. Apparently, the CEO asked her to check out how the company was going, but the vice president is the one running things while the CEO is in the hospital. She just kind of lurks around the office. It's not like she actually does anything.
It seems that she took a look at the account book, but is she allowed to do that?
She what?
Yup. She looked at the account book and said that the money the company spent on cleaning was a waste, which is why she said that she's going to terminate the contract with the company I work for.
What? But if she does that, no one will clean the company anymore.
That's true. Your company moved to a larger office 15 years ago. They decided to hire the cleaning company I work for, since they wouldn't be able to clean themselves anymore.
Why are you telling me this, Miss Reese?
The CEO's wife said that she's going to make an employee, who will soon also be her daughter-in-law, do all the cleaning. For free.
What?
That's you, right?
What?
I thought that the reason she was going to terminate the contract with her company was because they decided to find a cheaper option. But this is kind of...
I understand. Thank you for the information. I'll talk to my fiancé about this.
Good luck.
What are you doing? Didn't I say you wouldn't be working here anymore? Why were you cleaning today?
Because you haven't legally terminated the contract yet.
What?
Did you think that just sending me a text message was enough to terminate the contract?
Is it not? Well, I'm the CEO's wife, so I basically run the company while he's in the hospital.
No, the vice president runs the company while he's in the hospital.
But I'm the CEO's wife. If you're saying that I haven't legally terminated the contract yet, then do it yourself. Spending money on cleaning is such a waste. I decided to make my son's new wife, Veronica, do the cleaning, so we won't be needing your company anymore.
If it's Veronica you're talking about, I heard that both her and her fiancé quit at the end of last month.
What?
It seems that the two were planning on starting a new company when they got married. They now moved to the capital and are busy with preparations.
But then who's going to be the next CEO?
I heard that the vice president was going to be the new CEO starting from next month.
What?
The vice president came directly to see me after some information got out. You haven't heard?
No? What's going on? Veronica! What's going on? You didn't tell me anything about how you're going to move to the capital with my son and start a new company.
The CEO gave me a direct order to not tell you anything about it.
What an order!
Everyone already knows that you blackmailed someone in accounting and forced him to show you the company's account book. That employee's already quit the company, by his own choice.
Hold on. What is this suddenly?
The CEO felt responsible for you making a mess of things in the company. Which is one of the reasons why he chose the vice president to inherit the company instead of his own son.
What do you mean I made a mess of things? I'm the CEO's wife.
You're not in a position to decide how the company runs things.
But I'm the CEO's wife.
That's true, but technically you don't even have work at this company. I'm pretty busy right now, so goodbye.
But you're just my son's wife. Even if you're not an employee anymore, you have to listen to what I say. I'm your mother-in-law.
The CEO, my father-in-law, told me that I don't need to listen to a word you say.
What?
Ask your husband if you have any more questions. Goodbye.
Miss Reese, It seems that you were the wife of the CEO of the cleaning company you work at, and that you're one of its senior executives. I heard that my husband helped you in your company 15 years ago, when your husband first started the cleaning company.
Yes, and?
I want you to hire me at your company as a way of giving back what my husband did for you.
What are you suddenly talking about? I thought I was already giving back by cleaning the office always. Even if you told me that's not enough, it's still your husband I should give back to, not you.
Well, helping the CEO's wife is the same thing as helping the CEO himself.
No, it's quite different, actually. Anyways, didn't he divorce you?
How did you know that?
Veronica is a friend of my sister's. She told me that it's not just because you made a mess of the company, but also because you were cheating.
What? Oh, that bitch! But I'm her mother-in-law.
No you're not. And you never even were. You're the CEO's second wife, right? Apparently, you were never even legally the family of the CEO's son. And now that he's divorced you, Veronica is a complete stranger to you. To be honest, I would appreciate it if you don't get me involved in your mess.
But when my husband divorced me, he exempted me from having to pay an alimony, but I didn't get a share of his property in return. Which means that I'll be needing a salary from now on.
Then why don't you apply to our company when we're hiring?
Well, that's not what I meant. I meant that I wanted an executive position.
Stop fooling around. There's no way we can give an executive position to someone with no job experience or skills like you.
But,
You think running a company's easy? Goodbye.
I need the money and...
I'm going to block you now. Veronica told me that Miss Morrison's never worked a day in her life. She came from a rich family, but her parents are now gone and she's used up all her inheritance already. And since she has no siblings as well, she has no one to rely on. She had zero experience in society, even though she was older than me, so I couldn't help but feel a bit worried for her. She realized that she couldn't get by without the support of someone else. So she decided to try and seduce a rich man she met. But now that she's no longer the CEO's wife, basically she's just an old lady without any money. Obviously, this rich man she found didn't fall for it, and just called her disgusting and left. Now she works a low-paying job and lives in a company-owned dormitory. Somehow she's able to get by, but it's clear that she's going to be alone for the rest of her life.
Hey, Alan. Everything good over there?
Hey, Grace. What's up?
Your friend's wedding ceremony. How's it go?
Yeah, it was really beautiful.
Yeah? Must have been nice. Hey, did you get some photos of the bride? Love to see them.
Yeah, I snapped a few. Why?
Emma's bugging me to show her.
Oh yeah, Emma. Her life ambition is to be a bride. Kinda makes poor old dad a little sad though.
Come on, she's only 5 years old for Pete's sake. LOL.
Yeah, I got all the photos on my smartphone. I'll show them to you when I get home.
Okay, Emma says she's looking forward to them.
I'm headed over to the after-wedding party now.
You'll probably be meeting up with a bunch of old friends, so don't drink too much.
Yeah, got it. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, and you're coming home Tuesday night, right? You're staying a couple of nights, right? A good chance to get reacquainted with old friends?
Yep. For now, no change of plans. That's why I took time off from work.
Behave yourself. Don't drink too much and go off the rails.
No worries! Okay then, the party's starting pretty soon. Better go!
Yeah, right. Have fun.
Hey, Grace. What's up? Do you have some time to talk?
Hey Nora, been a while. The last I talked to you was at the alumni party, like 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Was that 2 years ago? Seems like yesterday.
I heard you were in Europe. Are you back?
Yeah, it was my youngest sister's wedding, so my husband and I came back to attend the ceremony. I'm at my folks' place in San Jose.
Huh? Your youngest sister is still about 20, right? She's already getting married, huh?
Yeah, I was a bit worried at first, but her husband is 10 years older. But my other sister's husband happens to know the groom. He vouched for him, so with that, my folks gave her their blessings.
I see. Anyways, congratulations!
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, that reminds me. My husband also attended a wedding near San Jose yesterday.
I thought so.
Huh?
Got to talking, forgot about what I lied to you about. Well, evidently, my sister's husband, the groom, knows your husband.
Huh? Seriously?
The wedding was at the K Hotel in downtown San Jose, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
His name was on the groom's invitation list, so it wasn't my mistake.
Wow, what a coincidence.
Yeah, if I had known beforehand, I would have said hello. I was going to check if I was right at the after-wedding party, but right after the wedding, he apparently said he had other plans and left right away.
Huh? He left right after the wedding?
Huh?
He seemed pretty excited about attending the after party.
Really? Is that what he said?
He didn't contact me to say he had an emergency or anything. Wonder what happened. Alan's friends were at the party, weren't they?
Yeah, as far as I know, all his old friends were there.
He told me he was going to stay until Tuesday and that he was going to be having fun with his old buddies.
Seems a wee bit suspicious, don't you think?
I don't know about that. No need to jump to conclusions. Probably just forgot to contact me, that's all.
My sister and her husband are here. Want me to ask them?
Yeah, okay. Just in case, could you ask them?
Okay then, hold on a second. Sorry to keep you waiting.
How'd it go?
Yeah, well, where do I start? According to my sister's husband, Alan hadn't planned to attend the after-wedding party and had no plans to stay over until Tuesday.
Really? That can't be right.
Also, my sister said something kinda strange.
Strange?
Yeah, but could you give me a little time? I want to verify what she said. She's calling around to make sure.
Yeah, well, okay.
Sorry, didn't intend to stir up trouble or anything.
It's not your fault, Nora. You have nothing to apologize for.
Well, I hope it's just all a misunderstanding. I'll get back to you at about 3 o'clock, okay?
Sorry to put you through all this hassle. I'll be waiting to hear back from you.
Fun. Really had a wild time with my buddies.
Oh, you're back.
Hey, just got to the front door. Hey, what is this? The key doesn't fit.
Oh, that. I canceled the apartment lease, so I suppose the landlord changed the locks.
Huh? Cancel the lease?
Yeah, that's right. Me and Emma, we don't live there anymore.
Come on. Quit screwing around. I'm tired. Was there some reason to move out?
Boy, oh boy, getting all the stuff moved out was a real chore yesterday. But I'm glad we leased out the apartment in my name. And about your stuff, I sent them off to your parents' place.
What the hell is going on? What happened?
Yeah, well, where to start? I haven't really worked it all out in my head yet.
Come on, out with it!
Okay, then let's begin with, you know that the groom from the wedding the other day, right? And you know he has 4 younger siblings too, right?
Huh? Yeah, what about it? The bride is the youngest of 2 or 3 sisters too, I think.
Yeah, the eldest of the sisters is called Nora. She's a friend from college.
Huh? Are you serious?
Yeah, and Nora called me the day after the wedding. I was shocked as you are when I knew who she was.
Heard she married a foreigner and now lives overseas. right?
Nora came to our wedding too, but it was 6 years ago, so I guess you didn't notice.
Oh, really? Too bad I wasn't able to say hello. If I had known, I would have said something.
And I guess it was about this time last year.
The wedding ceremony for Nora's other sister.
Yeah, the groom from that wedding.
Like, the groom this time. He's my friend too. I attended that wedding too. We all grew up in the Bay Area, but to be so connected. A real coincidence, huh? Wait, then didn't Nora say anything about me last year?
She wasn't able to attend last year. Things came up and she was overseas then too.
Oh, okay, I get it. But what does that have to do with you guys not coming home?
Guess you still don't get it.
Huh? What are you talking about?
But you do know this. All three of the sisters had one common friend.
Huh?
You went to the wedding, so that person was obviously invited.
Is this about...
Finally starting to see the picture. You see where I'm going with this line of questioning. Finally.
I was... well...
Stella, 20 years old, right? The last year, at that wedding, you seduced her. After that, you continued the relationship, seeing her on a regular basis. And even worse, you said you were single.
When did you learn all this?
Her little sister heard it through small talk. She mentioned that her boyfriend was also way older than her. What really got the ball rolling was when she showed a photo of herself with you.
Huh?
Yeah, the photo was like 2 days ago. When I was talking with Nora, there was this gap in our conversation. Things just didn't mesh. So Nora checked with her sister. We found that you didn't attend the after-wedding party, but instead, you went off on a romantic holiday trip with Stella. I hear you made plans for this little jaunt way in advance. Seem to be having so much fun with your little mistress. You are aware that you're married and have a child. Didn't cross your mind, huh? Cat got your tongue? Nothing to say, dear? If you got some explanation, let's hear it.
Darn it! I'm busted. What can I say?
So, that means you confess to your affair?
Yeah! I am happy to admit it. Load off my chest.
Happy, huh?
Yeah! Overjoyed! I mean, I divorced you, and I get to marry a beautiful 20-year-old babe. So there. As for custody of Emma, you can have her. I'll live my new life with a beautiful young wife instead of spending the rest of my days with an old hag like you. I'll give you a divorce, so stay away from us. Forever!
About this girl, Stella. You were going out with her without telling you were married and had a kid, am I right?
Yeah, so what? I get divorced, and it no longer matters.
Is it really that simple?
If you think you've got me back against the wall, you got another thing coming. Stella and I are in love. This is a strong love binding us. This little mishap will not affect us at all. Just a minor irritant. Besides, Stella is head over heels in love with yours truly. Older, more experienced, and handsome to boot.
Oh, really? Isn't that what they call delusions of grandeur?
Huh?
Or is it just something that you had pent up inside you all these years? I never thought you were the type.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
What's this?
As you can see, a photo of you and Stella. Got more where that came from. There's some really obscene ones too, but deleted those. Felt yucky leaving them in my photo file.
What the? Why do you have these photos?
Stella was kind enough to send them to me as evidence of your infidelity.
Huh? Stella?
Yeah, you guys parted ways during the holiday trip, right?
Yeah. She said she had an emergency errand or something.
Well, right after that, she got in touch with Nora's younger sister and we arranged a video chat. Had a good long talk with Stella.
Huh?
She was shocked to hear you were married and had a 5-year-old daughter. I told her I would forgive her if she would provide some photos for evidence. She didn't hesitate. Send me a whole slew of compromising photos. Hard for me to look at, BTW.
You're not serious!
Very serious. About Stella. She said if she knew you were married and had a child, she would not have gone out with you, even if she was fond of you. She was pretty pissed off that you deceived her, said she never wanted to see you again.
You're making all this BS up! Stella would never say such a thing!
She said she made a huge mistake. Better to break it off.
Huh?
Yeah, told me to tell you that if you were adamant about continuing to see her, she was so pissed that she probably couldn't hold back smacking you right in that big fat nose of yours. Her words, not mine. She was also positive you go ballistic over this and added that if you value your life, stay away from me. Again, her words, not mine. Strong-willed girl for sure. Kinda like her.
That's BS!
Yeah? I don't know. Her eyes seem dead set to me. Not really my place to say, but that anger, that intensity, really came through watching her in the video chat. She almost seemed possessed.
Was Stella that angry?
What do you think? That she would be elated and smiling? Even though you deserve the consequences of your actions, I would listen to her and never see her again.
No. No way. The love between us would never crumble. Not for something so minor.
Okay, wanna go see her and risk losing an arm and a leg? But by your expression, maybe even your life.
Yeah. Well,
As for me, I plan to get a huge divorce settlement and child support from you, so better if you stay alive. LOL.
what? But
If you're bullheaded enough to still go see her, I really recommend that you plead with her to spare your life. Keep it down to ER level injuries.
ER level.
Well, can't guarantee what she'll do, but I'll pray for you.
Oh my God. What do I do?
I had contacted both of her folks in advance, and after this conversation, they arrived. They met up with Alan in front of the apartment, standing around in total confusion. Well, needless to say, Alan and I got divorced. We worked out a one-time settlement and child support payments. Alan returned to his parents' place, but after the divorce went through, they eventually kicked him out. All the divorce papers went through without a hitch, and payments were made. Emma and I moved away and kept our address and contact info secret. Since then, all is pretty quiet. As for Alan, the whole sordid affair spread quickly among his co-workers. The stress of all the talk behind his back forced him to eventually retire. Needless to say, his friends heard about his infidelity and didn't want anything to do with him. After quitting his company, he had a hard time finding a new job. Went through his savings in no time. I hear he's doing whatever part-time job is available. He's apparently leading a pretty frugal existence.